Alright, Ben here again with another video, and today we're going to do something pretty different for the channel. And yeah, people are going to say I'm going out of my lane, and I should stay in my lane, but ever since Allan Lichtman did his, he did a couple interviews during the summer of his 13 Keys to the White House, and that's what this is about. And basically, he predicted the election going for Harris, and as we know, it went for Trump. And he's been, analyzing why the keys went wrong or whatever. And yeah, back in, I don't know, it was about the time when Biden was dropping out, and like he was saying they shouldn't do that because they lose the incumbency key. And I'll go through all the keys in a second here, but he has a pretty good track record for predicting elections, and was 9 for 10 with the one loss being Gore in 2000. He predicted Gore, and of course Bush W got it. So it was interesting political analysis back in the summer. When he made the rounds and did interviews, and then he had this whole huge prediction thing. But basically, oh, there we go. So, and I'll link Wikipedia in the thumbnails. But you got the 13 keys here. You got the party mandate. It says, after the midterm elections, the incumbent party holds more seats in the U.S. House of Representatives than after the previous midterm elections. No primary contest. There's no serious contest for the incumbent party nomination. Incumbent seeking re-election. The incumbent party candidate is the sitting president. No third party. There's no significant third party or independent campaign. And as you know, back in, what was it, 92, and I guess 96 as well, Ross Perot ran third party, and that was the significant third party campaign for those two terms. 5, short-term economy. The economy is not in recession during the election campaign. Okay. We'll get to that in a bit. Strong long-term economy. Real per capita economic growth during the term equals or exceeds mean growth during the previous two terms. Okay. 7, major policies change. The incumbent administration effects major changes in national policy. No social unrest. There's no sustained social unrest during the term. No scandal. The incumbent administration is untainted by major scandal. No foreign or military failure. The incumbent administration suffers no major failure in foreign or military affairs. Major foreign or military success. The incumbent administration achieves a major success in foreign or military affairs. Get some water here. Charismatic incumbent. And he says that the first 11 are objective, and that the only 12 and 13 are the subjective ones. And we'll also get to that in a minute. We got charismatic incumbent. The incumbent party candidate is charismatic or a national hero. Uncharismatic challenger. The challenging party candidate is not charismatic or a national hero. Okay. So, and he also says if 6 keys are false, then the incumbent party is going to lose. Now, we go down here. This is a detailed explanation of all of those. Okay, so you got your election here, in each of the 13 keys here, and the actual winner. So I will take Reagan here since it starts off 84. So Reagan was, of course, the incumbent president, and Walter Mondale, the Democratic challenger. So the party mandate was true. No primary contest, also true. Incumbent seeking re-election, true. No third-party candidate, true. Strong short-term economy, true. Now he says the strong long-term economy was false, and I'd have to do more research to follow up on that, but we'll just go along with it for now. Major policy change, true. No social unrest, true. No scandal, true. I'm trying to remember when Iran-Contra was. Maybe that was after the '84 election, but okay, so no foreign or military failure, major foreign or military success. That is false. Charismatic incumbent, true. Uncharismatic challenger, also true. Okay, so, and of course, false keys. We've got two there. Predicted winner Ronald Reagan, actual winner Ronald Reagan. So we scroll down here, and the first thing I noticed about 2016, because we're trying to figure this out, well, and 2020 and 2012, as we go over to the subjective ones, Barack Obama's challenger uncharismatic. So Mitt Romney, okay, they're saying that's true. But then they go over here, uncharismatic challenger. And they're saying Donald Trump is not charismatic. Now, love him or hate him, you cannot deny he has a huge following, which is very popular. And, whether you choose to speak for him or against him, that is definitely someone who is charismatic. So, this key should actually be false. Right? And if you'll notice down here, for this year's election, which it says it has 4 false keys, and we'll go over each of those. But the first one here, uncharismatic challenger, is absolutely false. So this should already be at 5. Okay, that's one step away from Trump getting his victory according to the 13 keys. And yeah, again, this is for political science nerds. But, I did study international relations, which is a form of poli-sci in undergrad. So, anyway, we go up. First key, party mandate, false. Okay, so the incumbent party candidate does not have the party mandate. So, of course, that's Harris here. No primary contest is true because they didn't really have an actual primary. For reasons we're not going to discuss, because we're not talking policy or anything social here, just an analysis of the 13 keys and why they actually proved true. It was Lichtman's analysis of his own keys, which led to the false prediction there. Third, incumbent seeking re-election. Okay, and he harped on about this. They're losing the incumbency key. Biden had to stay in so they could keep this key if they were going to win it. Okay. No major third-party candidate. That's true. And here, we got the strong short-term economy and the strong long-term economy. We're not going to get too much into the long-term economy, but he says that there is a strong short-term economy. And while that is true, if you look at Wall Street and inflation's going down, but people don't think so. If you go to the grocery store and you see the prices, and Morning Joe said what if they were surprised at the $7 butter in the store. And first of all, if you're buying butter for $7 at the store, you're either going to the wrong store or you should just not be buying butter, because that's a ridiculous price. But anyway, yeah, people are not seeing it, and they're not making living wages, and they can't afford stuff at the grocery store. And I've seen the prices, and they're pretty ridiculous. So this key is false. So already with this being an incorrect key and the uncharismatic challenger being an incorrect key, that's 6 false keys, which means that the actual winner and should have been predicted winner should have been Donald Trump. But let's just continue. So again, we'll leave that. Major policy change, I guess we got the whatchamacallit, infrastructure bill. So that's true. No social unrest. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. No scandal. Again, that's questionable. Some people believe there's scandal on both sides, so we're just going to leave that one alone. No foreign or military failure. False. Okay. Major foreign or military success. Now, I don't know what he's thinking in that there was a success, but we'll just leave that alone. And charismatic incumbent. There is no incumbent, so that's false. So he started off with 4 and misinterprets 2, and that's why that should have been 6, and he actually should have come up with the correct prediction of the actual winner, Donald Trump. Now, again, he's trying to find excuses for why things have changed, how social networking has sort of changed the game, and misinformation on both sides and whatever. But the bottom line is that his subjective interpretation of those 2 keys there actually caused him to fail his prediction. And that's why I wanted to make this video. If you are a political geek and want to read more about the keys to the White House, you can, again, I'll leave the link in the description, and let me know if you think this content doesn't belong on the channel, if I should stay in my lane. Of course, I'm going to go back to doing video games here in a minute, and you can see me stream Castlevania over on Twitch, the Advanced Collection. But I just thought it was interesting, you know, back when I first heard about it over the summer, and then looking back on it now, that, oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. It does stretch out a little bit farther to the right than the previous text, because yeah, this huge wide bar here. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, so again, let me know if in the comments if you think the keys are a good predictor of elections, if they're just BS or whatever. Again, this is a safe space. Do not make any attacks on anyone in the comments. I would appreciate that. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching and keep dancing.